Actually, we're at Dan Bilzerian's house. Today we're squeezing a workout in with him.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Investing Guide. Vitaly is known as a troublemaker and YouTube prankster with very provocative jokes. Vitaly Zdorovetsky has over 10 million subscribers on YouTube and over 3 million followers on Instagram. In a recent interview with fellow YouTube star Logan Paul, he revealed he makes about $400,000 from his work on YouTube. Besides, he is a good friend of Dan Bilzerian. Is it possible that some of Vitaly's most outrageous pranks were faked? But get ready, because there are some insanely similar connections between Vitaly and Dan Bilzerian with his recent scandal allegations. Today we're going to be talking about Vitaly TV's copycat lifestyle and friendship with Dan Bilzerian. Make sure you stay until the end as you don't want to miss this most vital information that we have to share with you about Vitaly TV's friendship with Dan Bilzerian. Lies. Before we'll start talking about Vitaly TV's copycat lifestyle and friendship with Dan Bilzerian, we want to share with you a few things that you gotta know about Vitaly to understand he really imitates Dan Bilzerian's lifestyle, because there are so many similar connections between Vitaly and Dan Bilzerian. First, we start with the habit of lying. But is it something common with Vitaly? Without any hesitation, Vitaly's pranks are hilarious, but this is not a secret that the internet is full of arguments that Vitaly's content is fake. We made a little investigation for you to see that there is a lot of obvious evidence. The first piece of evidence of his fakeness is on the video in which Vitaly admitting that his pranks are fake, back in the day. He claims that of his 165 prank videos, only about 5 were faked of genuine reactions from people who were clearly being paid to appear in the videos. However, doesn't it seem like the pretty standard strategy of admitting to a small lie to ultimately hide the rest of a bigger lie? And it seems pretty obvious when we will take a look at his pranks all the way back in 2013, we could say they are fake. Just take a look and use critical thinking. At least, just judging from acting and body language of both Vitaly and the actors in the video. The second piece of his allegedly fakeness is the video on which one of Vitaly's close friends outing him for his fake pranks back in the day. So it'd be a pretty reasonable statement to say that Vitaly faked a large majority of his pranks. For Vitaly's allegedly fake channels, the main idea was to make it as big and outrageous as possible. But how does this relate to Dan Bilzerian? Let's draw a comparison from Dan's recent bad press and the recent allegations that have come forward about Dan Bilzerian lately. Vitaly's extreme growth from his allegedly fake pranks in the beginning likely cemented the mindset of make it as big and outrageous as possible, increasing the shock factor, ultimately resulting in more views. Dan's approach has similarities. He had people believing he owned a huge multi-million-dollar house, which in fact he just rented. The lavish, outrageous parties Bilzerian threw, some, if not all, allegedly paid for, with investors' money, which apparently Dan's company filed as marketing expenses, and most viewers were surprised to learn that Dan didn't just pay for these parties outright himself. These parties also created a shock factor to Dan's Instagram viewers, as they were very extravagant like Vitaly's outrageous pranks did to his viewers on YouTube. Shock factor was different but still there. Vitaly's videos performed extremely well back in the day, however the issue with that is it's so hard to make something consistently big and outrageous without setting it up or faking it. This is almost impossible to have a full video of really interesting reactions from every girl you try to pick up without faking it. You can't get a genuine gold digger reaction without faking it. There's a good saying, once a liar, always a liar. So, is it Vitaly's habit to fake everything? We can't judge him, but just for example, first you faked your videos to attract more followers and views. Then you fake your Instagram to make people jealous and gossip around. Gossips and jealousy are the best friends of fame. If people want to live your life, they will follow you and talk about you. This strategy also has been always used by Dan Bilzerian, Vitaly's good friend. Just take a look at his lifestyle. Everything looks like a dream. Expensive food, beautiful women, yachts, parties, luxury houses. But we all also know something more with his recent scandal allegations. First, Dan started to fake his life with poker, then with his company's money, then unrealistic lifestyle, and so on. Do we have any suggestions that Vitaly does the same? Seems like he's already following Dan's footsteps, and we are going to talk about it right now. A man is known by the company he keeps. This is not a secret that our habits and patterns of behavior are shaped by society and the specific people with whom we communicate. You definitely notice that people who often communicate and are friends have more than just common interests. Sometimes they can have similar reactions, facial expressions, intonation, phrases, and other similarities. Due to this, it could be more than possible that Vitaly allegedly got his new habits from Dan Bilzerian and tries to copy his fake lifestyle to earn some fame. At least it looks like that. As faking his videos and people's reactions, Vitaly can't make his life look big and outrageous without adding an element of inauthenticity to it. There are some facts that show that Vitaly fakes his lifestyle. The fakeness these days seems to have reappeared around Vitaly's lifestyle. Just take a look at his Instagram. Basically, he's just living that unrealistic Instagram influencer lifestyle with the facade of happiness, which is very similar to the one famous luxury lifestyle maker, Dan Bilzerian. Due to a huge amount of Dan Bilzerian scandals, it may be tempting to think that an Instagram celebrity armed with a private jet, a bevy of attractive women at his beck and call, and several armloads of someone else's money has exactly zero problems. That is how our society trains you to think. For now, both of them are famous for showing their life in such a glamorous spotlight, making their life seem way better than it really is. But this is obvious that every famous person works hard and simply doesn't show the biggest part of their lives. However, somewhat ironic considering Dan Bilzerian and Vitaly actually happen to be close friends. They gym together, party together, and even travel together. So it is quite possible that Vitaly likes Dan Bilzerian's lifestyle and wants to build one in order to become more popular and contribute to the development of his own brand. But is it just for making the brand more famous? And Vitaly knows just the same as adding kind of fake elements in prank videos make it look a little more interesting for viewers. Adding only luxury and way of unrealistic elements in your lifestyle make you more popular. By looking at his Instagram, we can say Vitaly has done the extravagant holidays, the unrealistic lifestyle, the skydiving, and the suit. So many people really think this is how Vitaly lives his life, but obviously this may not be true all the time. But yes, we can see him going on holidays to the Maldives, he's driving Ferraris, and he's doing the things shown on camera. But for real, the secret is to make the more amazing photos as possible from some of the most exciting events from a single week in a whole year, and posting them through the year. Framing it as though it's your real life, but in reality, he works hard behind the scenes. You can't live such an amazing life without working and without struggling. But no one ever shows the tough times on their Instagram lives. Vitaly has always been saying he's an extremely hard worker, but if it's true that he works hard, at the same time that discredits him from the lifestyle that he lives on the Instagram. Of course, this is not a secret that the Insta world is not reality sometimes. We all know how it goes. People can condense months of their life into one single moment, which is put on display as their regular life from day to day. And perhaps everybody knows this. So it is just one more fact that the life Vitaly lives on Instagram is probably very far from what it really looks like on a day-to-day basis. However, actions speak louder than words. Obviously, Vitaly pretty much followed the Dan Bilzerian blueprint path of building his lifestyle in this way to make his life look as crazy as possible, to become more and more popular, to make money, and attract more followers. The final goal of showing off is to attract as many eyeballs as possible, and this is kind of the goal of lots of people on social media, to get as many eyeballs as possible. A man is known by the company he keeps, and this is true because a person communicating in a certain circle of people is likened to their behavior and habits. As Dan Bilzerian's good friend, Vitaly is setting up this unrealistic expectation of what the life should be like and what it should look like. But if we look closer, we will understand that most people who portray this kind of lifestyle usually have very different personal lives behind the scenes, which may never be documented. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of these two videos on your screen. See you there!